Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Obsy. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about fragrances to take on a vacation, or should I call it vacation fragrances. So these are fragrances that you're going to travel with your partner to an island, to a different country, to lay by the beach. The case study is a couple that decides to go to an island. You just want to chill by the beach, you just want to have a good time, relax, time off work, and spend more time with yourselves, be intimate, like improve your relationship and all that jazz. I have a couple of fragrances here to show you guys that I feel will befit the occasion. If this is the kind of video that interests you, then make sure you keep on watching. So first of all, this is a woman's point of view. I think I should do a separate one for the guys because I feel like the fragrances I'm going to show here lean more feminine. If you're taking that trip, if you're traveling, if I were you, these are the kind of fragrances I'll take with me on that trip. The first fragrance I'm going to show you guys here, you guys already know it. Honor and Glory from Lattafa. While I do know that the bottle is very heavy, carries weight, you should have a decant, like atomizers, where you label the atomizer so you know the perfume that is in what. That's something I always fail to do. I never label, so I just end up spraying everything at once. But anyways, Honor and Glory from Lattafa. Now, this is a very nice, warm, spicy, sweet, cinnamony fragrance with creme brulee in there, with vanilla in here. It is so sexy. This is one of my obsessions of recent. I just love how it smells on me. It's very long lasting. It's very addictive. It's very yummy. Literally everything I want in here. There's pineapple in here if I did not mention. So you already know this is sweet. This is sexy. This is sultry. This is very seductive. I feel like whoever you're going to be with on that vacation, it could be your friend, so it doesn't have to be a man, but whoever you're going to be with will definitely enjoy this fragrance. They'll definitely love to sniff you every time just because of how sweet and sexy this actually smells. I think this is one of the perfect fragrances for that kind of vibe, especially because you're also trying to build memories. You want to leave a lasting impression so that anytime you spray this fragrance, you're always taken back to that era where you had this very special moment with this very special person. I feel like this is a perfect fragrance to create memories around. Lattafa's Honor and Glory is definitely one that will be coming with me on a vacation. The next fragrance I'm gonna share with you guys, I have never talked about it on my channel because it's new to my collection. This fragrance has been living rent-free in my head. Rent-free, baby. This is Borntostandout. This is literally a very sweet, seductive, sexy fragrance. It is so sexy. This has saffron, this has white florals in here, there's jasmine, there's amber, there's vanilla. The notes are not so complex, but then the scent that I get from this, I have seen a couple of fragrances that have this exact notes in them and they don't smell like this. So I'm very, very shocked at how this smells. This is so sexy. This is very long lasting. The scent bubble around you. I sprayed this thing on my shoulder the other day and honestly, I couldn't help but smell myself. I'm just like, what is this fragrance? The very first time I smelled this thing in store, I had tried a lot of fragrances from the brand. First of all, I just want to say that this brand is a Korean brand, and all the fragrances I smelled from this brand, they are all very unique. No fragrance smells the same way. I mean, there are some that are just but I feel like it's a hit or miss in the sense that it's either you want to smell like that or you don't want to smell like that. They are so unique fragrances. We have one called Dirty Rice, probably has the rice note in there. We have Fig Porn, Dirty Heaven. We have a maple syrup kind of fragrance. They have different fragrances that I feel like if I were to buy, it would be very hard for me to pick just because I feel like they all have their different occasions. Now I'm reviewing the brand. That's not the intention, but I just really wanted to shout out Dirty Heaven. It is so sexy. It is very, very inviting, very long lasting, good performance, longevity. I get more than 8 hours from this particular scent. If I say I want to smell sexy, this is what I want to smell like. Like I said, the notes are not so complex. It's very creamy in the dry down. I don't know how else to explain this fragrance other than it is too sexy. Your partner will not be able to let go of you when you wear this one. Take it from me, I feel like I get a little bit of spiciness from this one. I'm not really sure if there's pink pepper or black pepper in here, but I get something a little bit spicy spicy that really complements the sweetness from the vanilla, from the amber, from the musk, from the white florals in here. It all just ties together, giving this very sexy, alluring fragrance. I highly recommend this one. In fact, if I'm going anywhere, there's absolutely no way this one is not going with me for sure. Now, my next fragrance here is called Leisure in Paradise, and this is from Simone and Andreoli. I was talking about this fragrance not too long ago. There's just something about this scent that I cannot pinpoint. I thought it was just going to be that your regular coconut tea, pina colada kind of vibe, but it is absolutely nothing like that. Yes, there's coconut, yes, there's pineapple, there's papaya in here, and I feel like it is the papaya that kind of transforms the fragrance, because the dry down of this one, it is to die for. This is what I want to smell when I'm on the beach, when I'm drinking like coconut water, or I'm drinking a very nice refreshing smoothie, or a very nice refreshing cocktail by the beach, and embracing nature, maybe a book on my hand as well. This is what I want to smell like. Very alluring, very sexy, very long lasting as well. That dry down is so unassuming, very, very unusual of a fragrance like this. You would not expect a fruity fragrance to have that dry down. Probably it's from the papaya. It's just so stunning. Look, this fragrance got into my collection last month, and see how much I've used. This is how much I love this fragrance, and I think that this is also a very good fragrance for a hot climate. It's sweet, even though I know I don't like sweet fragrances in the hot weather, but I feel like this is perfect because the fruitiness of the fragrance kind of gives you that refreshing vibe. You don't really feel nauseous. It's not headache inducing. It's sweet, but it's not an offensive kind of sweetness. It all just ties together. So I absolutely love this one. I feel like this is a fragrance that I would definitely want to have with me on vacation. It is perfect for it. My next fragrance here is Narcotic Delight. Now, Narcotic Delight, to me, smelling it has brought back different kinds of memories to me, because I've used it in different occasions and it's not so unique anymore, but I would still want to take this with me for those times where you go on vacation and you want to go partying, or you want to go on this luxurious date where you're going to a very nice restaurant with nice ambience, or you want to go partying. I feel like this is a fragrance I would wear. If you're single and you're going with your friends, it's a fragrance I would invite people to talk to you. It would definitely invite men, women, any kind of person to speak to you, because it has an amazing ciad. It is very, very long lasting. This has cherry in here. I'm not a fan of cherry, so for me to really speak on this fragrance and to really gag about how good this fragrance is, you should definitely know that this is a very good one. This has cherry, Hedion, is boozy as well, so it has cognac in here. It toes the same line as Side Effect, but they don't smell anything alike, in my opinion. But I feel like the same vibe that Side Effect gives is the same vibe that Narcotic Delight gives, where it is very, very well, not necessarily very complex, but it has that very challenging, you know, projection. Like there's booze in here, there's tobacco in here, vanilla in here. Side Effect and you see Narcotic Delight, they are the most complex fragrances from the brand. They are both very sexy, very alluring, long lasting. This definitely has a very huge scent trail as well, very seductive. All the right adjectives attached to this particular fragrance just screams, I want you right now. I feel like these two fragrances evoke the same kind of emotions from me. Whenever I wear this and when I wear this, I feel very sexy. I feel very confident in my femininity. The two together is like an explosion for real. My next fragrance here is Gritti Gossip Night. Now, this is a sweet fragrance. It smells a little bit fresh at first, but it's a very sweet fragrance. This has note of lychee. This has mango blossom in here, whipped cream. You can tell that this is on the creamy side. This is on the sweet side. It also has caramel in here. Obviously has vanilla. This is a very soft, creamy, cozy kind of scent. Also a little bit fruity, so there's peach here as well. For me, I feel like this is like my feel-good scent. This is a fragrance that I would wear to bed. I want to smell clean. I want to smell cozy. I want to cuddle. This is the kind of scent I like to wear. It smells a little bit lactonic, but there's no milk in here. I feel like this is a scent that I'll probably wear like fresh off the shower to bed, to just chill at home, or if we don't have any agenda or any itinerary for the day, we're just lounging at home, just chilling, talking, pillow talks and all of that. This is a scent that I would wear because it's just very comforting, it's very cozy, it's just very, you know, soothing. And that's what I get from Gossip Night. The name even says Gossip Night, so it's perfect for pillow talk. But Yeah, it's just a very nice creamy scent. Longevity for me is about 8 hours. I really love this perfume, and I just think that is the right scent for the night time where you're just trying to chill, when you're just trying to, like, you know, get more intimate in terms of your mind. This is a very pretty fragrance. So my next one is Madawi. Now Madawi is a fresh, fruity, musky scent. This is also a very pretty scent. This is an elegant fragrance. It's a feel-good scent, to be honest. So if I'm going to interact with other people, going on a tour, some sightseeing, so you're definitely going to be meeting people, interacting and networking, I feel like this is a fragrance for you, just because it feels very, very classy, very elegant, very safe as well. So there's peach in here, pineapple, rose in here, there's patchouli. It all ties together. The patchouli gives it a little bit of earthiness. It just smells very, very classy. It's also very long lasting, moderate projection, so people are definitely going to smell you. And it also smells a little bit fresh, in my opinion. So I think it's also perfect for like the hot weather, and it's definitely a safe scent. It's not off-putting. People are not going to choke. It's crowd pleasing as well, I believe, except you don't like fruity fragrances. You might not really like this one, but I think this is a very nice fruity floral fragrance that actually does the job. So with peach in here, with pineapple in here, and then the patchouli, a bit of vanilla as well, kind of just makes it a very nice, elegant fragrance you need for a day-to-day basis. If you've checked most of the fragrances I've listed in this video, they all have pineapple, and it's so funny. So the next one I have is Lamar by Kajal. This was definitely going to be included in this video. You guys already know how much I love this fragrance because of the pineapple in here and how it all plays together with other notes. So this has pineapple, this has berries. The pineapple is so sweet, like it's like a very ripe, juicy pineapple mixed with the berries, just makes it even sweeter. But then it also has other notes in here. It has rose in here, jasmine, but it also has cedarwood. So I feel like that also gives it that very woody base. So it has cedarwood, it has musk, it has vanilla, which also improves the sweetness of this fragrance. This is a very beautiful scent. I'm not a fan of fruity scents. So far, I'm just loving the take of fruity fragrances right now. I feel like a lot of brands are really indulging, you know, the fruity side of fragrances, and they're doing it so well. So it is not cloying, it doesn't smell juvenile. From the designer range, there are a lot of fruity floral fragrances that just smell very, very common. They smell very alike. There's nothing unique to them, and because of that, I never gravitated towards anything fruity. None of it was groundbreaking. But smelling Lamar by Kajal, I was so impressed. I was so blown away. This is a huge compliment magnet. This is a perfect vacation scent, a perfect Baecation scent, any kind of scent that you want to classify it under. This is it. I feel like this will also pair with the other fragrances that I have mentioned here, because they have unique notes that actually tie together and will actually complement each other. I highly recommend Lamar. I mean, if you don't have Lamar by now, please get a decant and test it out on your skin. I get like 8 to 12 hours, but usually I would like something longer for this kind of fragrance, but 8 to 12 hours is enough. I love this fragrance. My next fragrance I have never mentioned on this channel. This is called Le Grand by Marien Luxury Perfumes. Now I don't know if this is an Arab brand. I wasn't intrigued at first, but you know, spending time with it, I'm so obsessed. I've been mising it because I don't want to run out of it, and it's not like it's everywhere. This fragrance, I haven't really seen it anywhere. You probably have to order from the website. This is a stunning fresh floral fragrance, but it is so unusual. I don't think that it is a typical fresh floral fragrance. From what I see on the website, it has jasmine. It just has a bunch of florals in here, which I love. It has vanilla, it has amber. It is sweet, but there's just something a little bit Middle Eastern about the sweetness. I don't know how to place it. It is a very safe fragrance, but then with a twist. With the florals in here, the amber, the vanilla, I mean, you would be expecting a certain kind of scent, but this actually smells amazing. I really love this fragrance a lot. When I say I want to smell sweet, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This same DNA. I want to smell sexy. I want to embrace my feminine energy. It also plays in your scent, the kind of fragrance that you wear. You just bask in that femininity, if that makes sense. And even though this is a unisex fragrance, I just love how well done this fragrance is. I don't get like huge longevity, 6 to 8 hours wear out of this one, so I always find myself trying to reapply. It might be me that just becomes anosmic to it because people can actually smell and they compliment me, but for me, the fact that I don't smell it, I always tend to just reapply and reapply, and maybe that's why people even smell it in the first place. But I feel like this has a very nice scent bubble. It has a very nice scent trail as well, so I would not call this a beast mode scent. I would even won't say that it has moderate projection. I feel like the projection is little to none, but it has a very huge sillage. Alright guys, so my next fragrance here is Khamrah by Lattafa. This is a very nice, warm, spicy, sweet fragrance. This has notes of nutmeg, praline, dates, vanilla, myrrh. This is so stunning. I don't know if there's cinnamon in here, but it has some spicy notes in here that I get from this fragrance. First of all, I just want to say that the sweetness of this fragrance is not cloying at all. It's just the right amount of sweetness. The sillage in this one is so amazing. I just love the fact that even though it's not like a beast mode fragrance, there's no huge projection, it gets you a lot of compliments. I wore this to work the other day, and I'm telling you, like, the next day I could still smell myself. People were still complimenting me on this fragrance. It's very inexpensive, but it does the magic. Like, it does wonders. I feel like this would definitely perform very well on like a vacation in an area where like there's a lot of sand, water, a lot of fruits, a lot of palm trees. This is so stunning, and I highly recommend. So the last fragrance I'm going to show you guys here, it's not a full bottle, I just have a sample, and this is Creed's Queen of Silk. Now Creed's Queen of Silk is a recent release. If you put Creed's Camina and Queen of Silk, a lot of people are gravitating towards the Queen of Silk, but for me, I feel like it doesn't hurt to have both. In as much as I did not like Camina at first, that fragrance has really grown on me, and that is a perfect fragrance for a hot climate. It's very fresh but fruity in a very unusual way, and I really like it. Queen of Silk, on the other hand, it's a nice fresh floral. It has saffron, it has patchouli, it has florals in here. I think the only thing that I do not like is the fact that there's tuberose. It's a very nice fragrance. You can definitely detect the tuberose in here, but the tuberose is not off-putting at all. I can still detect it, doesn't mean that I will not wear it. You know, I like the fragrance. I like the dry down, especially on my skin. It dries down very woody, very musky. While I do understand like the bottles might actually perform better than the samples, because just from the samples alone, I'm not really a huge fan. For me, this was love at first sniff. When I sprayed it the very first time, beautiful, very gorgeous, has notes of patchouli, incense, there's tobacco, there's oud. I've worn the fragrance on my skin for at least a few hours now, and what I'm getting is mostly the musky, woody vibe. I really still like this fragrance, and I think that it's also a very nice fragrance for a hot climate. It will be perfect for a hot country where like it's really hot and you need to be in your bikinis the whole time. I think this is a very nice fragrance. It is so mature, it is long lasting. I mean, for now I get at least 8 hours wear. Now I don't know if when you have the full bottle and you overspray the fragrance, I don't know how many hours you get out of that, but for me, I get at least 6 to 8 hours wear out of this one. It's not my favorite, but I still like the fragrance, if that makes sense. Anyways guys, so that concludes my video for vacation/Baecation fragrances. I hope you guys loved my takes on this video. Like I said earlier, this is literally from the feminine perspective, because I feel like all these fragrances kind of lean a little bit more feminine. I'll probably do a separate video for the guys, just, you know, to give you from the masculine or male perspective what people actually wear on vacation. Now, if you're new to my channel, please do not leave without hitting the subscribe button. Make sure you like this video, share it to your friends and your loved ones. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you have other recommendations, obviously please let me know in the comment section, and I'm going to see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.